what, 17, please say yes?
Yes.
Wait a minute, trade your paper with somebody at your table there, let somebody else take a look at it. Alright, do me this favor, if when I read the answer to said problem, if the person whose paper you're grading missed it, just kind of do one of these. Let's practice. You don't have to be really obnoxious with it, but just a quiet little. Alright, so number 1, write it as a reduced fraction and as a decimal number. Reduced fraction is 4/5, and the decimal is either 0.8 or 0.80 they have, although it should be 0.8. Wow. Please just once, I don't need you to continue. Number 2, the area of that triangle should be 48 centimeters squared. You could try to do it like immediately. So, Number 3 is 60%. 60%. 4 is 314 centimeters, 314. 5 is 44. 6 is 90. 90. You're not very good at that. Why does it take some of you so long? Like, as soon as I say this, go. Number 7 is 50 degrees. 8 is 3/2. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot have 1.5 of that because ratios need to be kept in fraction form because it doesn't make any sense to say the ratio of chickens to goats is 1.5. That doesn't make sense. You'd say 3/2, a fraction form. 3/2. Number 9 should be in parentheses because it is a point, -1, 2. -1, 2. 10 is 1,500 tickets. 1,500 tickets. 11 should be 26 inches. 26 inches. 12 is 22. 22. 13 should be 360 inches cubed. 360 inches cubed. 14 is 15. 14 is 15. 15 is 8.9. 8.9. 16 should be 0.15 or just 0.15. 0.15. 17 is 5 3/8. 5 3/8. 18 is 1 3/4. 1 3/4. 19 is 4 1/2. 4 1/2. And 20 is 1 1/3. 1 1/3. Hadley.
What was 17?
17 is 5 3/8. I need you to be quiet though while people are asking questions here. Sue?
So for number 10, I was thinking if you would show your work.
Carrie.
What was number 2?
Number 2 is 48 centimeters. Molly Martinez. Yes, Cora.
18.
18 is 1 3/4. So,
What was number 3?
3 was 60%. Go.
What's number 1?
1 was 4/5 for the fraction and 0.8 for the decimal. Carrie.
What was 5 and 6?
5 was 44 and 6 was 90. Now then you can pass them back to the roll.
I was strong. The area of the Wait, why is this four? It's cute.
This would be the part of the show where you ask your questions. Please don't raise your hand and tell me somebody marked your problem wrong because you put the wrong label on it. You can figure that out for yourself. I don't need to be involved in that.
I don't put that.
Megan, Sabia, what can I do for you? Number 5, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that missed number 5, please follow along with the program here. This is what you need to understand if you missed the parallelogram. Okay, perimeter is the distance around the shape. So this 9 is not part of the shape, it's just the height of the shape. So your perimeter, and it'll be the same for tomorrow, is 10 plus this, which is the same as that, 12, plus this, which is the same. The parallel lines are the same when parallelograms, plus this, which is that. The 9 is not part of the measurement of the sides of the shape. It gives you the height of the shape. You only need the 9 to find the area, not the perimeter. So perimeter is just the 4 sides. So you'll have double. 2 10s and 2 12s added together, 44 millimeters. It's a good question, because people can get confused on that. Gracie, number 6. Number 6. And what is the formula for the area of a parallelogram? You may have to study this, but remember we talked about this. Come on, because I'm looking at this here. Number 6, the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Why do we use base times height? Because in math, base times height means it has to form a square corner, which I would have thought, did they not put a square corner there? You find the lines that form the right angle, and that's what you multiply together, which would be the 9 times the 10. You would not do the 12 times the 10, because that's definitely not right angles. So it would be 9 times 10. Any other questions out there? 2 pretty decent questions. Triangles, ladies and gentlemen, what should you remember for triangles, Lizzie? How are triangles different than parallelograms when you find their area? What do you do for triangles? What should stick in your mind for triangles, Johnny? Cut them in half. Okay, cut them in half. You find the 2 that form the right angle and you cut that in half for the area, half the area. So,
What was number 16?
number 16 again should have been 0.15. 0.15. Right?
Was it 13?
Number 13, if and you missed one of these things here. Number 13. What do you need to know about volume? Molly, what is volume of any rectangular prism or a shoebox? Yep, length times width times height. Basically, you are just multiplying the 3 dimensions they give you together. 12 times 5 times 6. 12 times 5 times 6. Remember, you can multiply in any order, so I'd probably multiply the 5 times 6 together first. And 30 times 12 is 360. Whatever that is. These are some things you may want to study. Triangles are 1/2 base times height. Parallelograms are base times height. Volume is length times width times height. Store those in your memory banks. Cora Hartha.
What was the answer for 15?
Number 15 was 8.9. 8.9. Again, I heard a lot of hums out there on a lot of different problems. Ben?
What's number 5?
Number 5 was 44 millimeters. Did I just do number 5? Okay, no, go. Kelsey?
Number 18.
Number 18, it should have been 1 3/4. Long, awkward silence here. Nobody has any questions on that, huh? None whatsoever. Nobody has multiplying fractions or adding and subtracting fractions, or problem number 16, or proportions. So, love to do 16. If you remember, we talked about this. What did I say I need to see? Because this is your first step to get into kind of algebra-ishy problems. How do I get, what do I do with this 3? Remember we said you're going to divide by 3, so I need to see, put a line, and you put a line here. It is 3, the bottom number goes into the top. The 3 goes on the outside and the 0.45 goes in the middle. Bring up your decimal, 3 goes into 4 once, and 3 goes into 15 5 times, so it's 0.15. Over 5.
Can you do number 20?
Number 20. Did you make these improper fractions, Molly?
Yeah.
And what is 3 3/4 as an improper fraction?
15.
And then, what is the rule to divide fractions, Harper? Flip the second one and multiply. So it's 5 over 1 times 4/15. Then when you get there, what should you think, Zach?
Cross cancel.
Cross cancel. You could just multiply and cross and get 20 over 15, but it's easier for you if you say, oh, 5 and 15 can be divided by the same number, which is 5. And then you end up with 4/3. Unfortunately, 4/3 is not going to get you the right answer because it's improper. You need to see how many times 3 goes into 4. As a mixed number, it's 1 1/3. Gavin,
Can you do number 17?
17. Let's take a quick stand. Gavin, did you write them up and down, sir?
Yeah.
Made common denominators? And what is 3/4 with an 8 on the bottom?
2.
4 times 2, 3 times 2 is, you get 6 8s?
Yeah.
And added it to 5 8s? What do you get when you add 6 8s and 5 8s?
I forgot to add, when I went from 8 to 8, I forgot to multiply 5, so I had a 1.
You made 5 8s and turned it into 1 8?
Yeah,
That'll get you. So 6 plus 5 is 11 8s. And 3 plus 1 is 4. You need to make this its mixed number, which is 1 and 3 8s. And combine the 4 and the 1 for 5 and 3 8s. You know what's going on then now, Gail?
Yep.
Lizzie?
Can you do number 19?
Who?
19?
Sure. Did you make them improper? Can't do it unless you make them improper. 2 1/4, Lizzie, is 9/4, right? Or you make 2 improper, 2 over 1. And this would be the same thing. Cross cancel, the 2 and the 4 can cross cancel. 2 goes into 2 once and the 4 2 times. And what is 9/2 as a mixed number? How many times 2 go into 9? And what's left over? 4 and 1/2. There, those are more questions. We don't know if there's any other ones. Really? Tracy?
Can you do 18?
18. 2 and 1/2. I'll do it down here. You write it up and down, Grace.
Yes.
Change common denominators, Grace.
Yes.
And what is a half with a 4 on the bottom?
2.
3/4. Now here's where we run into the snag, Grace, because you can't take 3/4 from 2/4, so you have to borrow, this becomes a 1. What does this fraction become? To get your new top number, you add the bottom with the top.
Oh.
Your new number is 6/4. And then 3/4 and 6/4 is 3/4. And you still have that 1 over there. You're right. When you borrow 1, Grace, we started out with 2/4 and we moved 1 over, but 1 is 4 over 4. So you add 4/4 and 2/4, you get that 6. That's the square. Other ones. All right, then I have a quiz and we'll do a test note.